What's up everybody? Today I'm going to be tying the unicorn jig. The reason I call it that is it was inspired by my daughter's toy unicorn. So I saw this toy and I just thought, wow, those colors look amazing and they would make a great jig. So I'm starting with a 1/16 ounce jig head. I've powder painted that with ProTech Disco Gold and I put a gold eye on there. I'm going to use a white 6/0 uni thread. I'm just going to start that thread at the head and wind that down to the point of the hook. And for the tail, I'm using one yellow and one light blue marabou feather. So I'm just going to line those up, make sure they're the length of the hook, and tie those in right there at the point. So we're just going to tie those nice and tight, get a few good tight wraps before we let go of the tail. Then we can pull the butt ends of those feathers and just start winding that thread up to the head. Once we get it there, we can cut off the marabou feathers. Alright, we're just going to tame these fibers, just wrap over those a few times, and bring the thread back down to where we tied in the tail. For the body, I'm going to be using a pink rayon chenille. Normally I would tie the tag end of the chenille at the head and bring it down to where the tail is, but since this chenille is kind of thin, I'm going to have to go up and down, so I'm going to tie it in at the tail first, and then bring our wrapping end up to the head. Get one wrap of thread in front of that, and we're just going to start winding that chenille. Just wind it down to the point of the hook, where the tail is. And then we're going to go over that again, and wrap that up to the head. This will just create a nice bulky body. And once we get that up to the head, we're just going to tie it down tight. Get 2 or 3 really good wraps. And we're just going to cut that chenille. And this is a cool little trick for when you don't have the color thread of the chenille. So this is why I used white thread. I'm just going to take a pink Sharpie and color the thread. And then we're going to whip finish so that it hides the thread. And there you go. Now we can cut the thread. And as you can see, it is the color of the chenille, so you can barely even see the thread. So that's our finished jig. Looks really nice, and it actually fishes quite well. So I'm going to get it wet and show you what it looks like. So as you can see, it matches that unicorn pretty well. It kind of has a cotton candy looking body that's irresistible to crappie. The gold matches the hooves and the horn of this unicorn. So yeah, if you like this jig, go ahead and tie it up for yourself and see how it fishes. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and please consider subscribing.